partial. I'm against any kind of hysterectomy. Oh my God, I have not been. Oh Lord of mercy, are you serious? You guys didn't hear. This is Ty. This is the reason why it's so important to. And Quintara, I had no idea you guys wasn't listening to me. You couldn't hear me. My bad. Oh gosh. Okay, so you can hear me now, right? Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Yeah, my thing was muted. It was muted the whole time until I looked into the chat. So there's that. Okay, my bad. See how I need you ladies? I need you all to let me know when I'm muted and everything like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hopefully the YouTube will let me edit all that silence out. My apologies. This is gonna be part 2 because my computer just straight up froze. I have no idea why it froze. I had to shut it down and start another stream. So this is part 2. That's going to be the continuation to this one. So we're almost finished, and now we're going to get into the natural remedies of this. Okay. So once again, my apologies. I can't believe it did that, but it did. So thank you so much, Ty and Quintara, for letting me know that you couldn't hear me because it definitely was muted. So, okay. So this is what I want to say in reference to hysterectomies. I don't like them. I would never. I'm just saying, like, I know women get to the point where they are tired of the heavy bleeding. They are tired of the cramping. They're tired of the things that come with the extremely heavy bleeding due to the fibroids. Um, I just, some women will say, Dr. Keela, would you ever recommend a hysterectomy? And throughout my entire profession, I can't recall one situation where I was, yay, hysterectomy. I have been more on the side of a myomectomy versus a hysterectomy. And I have had some women who have not been taught either that they had that opportunity to have the fibroids removed. If they don't go the natural route, they have not been told that they can get them removed. They just like went straight to hysterectomy, as you all have said in the last stream. So let's talk about the different types of hysterectomies. I just want to say for the record, I don't like any of them. Now you have some women that have had hysterectomies because they didn't know any better. You have had some women who just basically was like, well, Dr. Keela, I had my uterus removed. I didn't know you at the time. I didn't know about your existence at the time. So what can I do? And she's like, and they'll say, is it too late for me? It's too late in reference to, using your uterus to for your hormones, because this is when people don't realize that even after menopause, your uterus is still secreting hormones, your ovaries are still secreting hormones. you still need your uterus and your ovaries when you are after your menopause, because of you don't want to burden the thyroid. All right. You get your thyroid removed, you're going to burden the uterus. You get your uterus removed, you're going to burden the thyroid. Okay. So it's really just I just don't like it. But anyway, let's talk about the different types of fibroids. This is what was driving me crazy, because I needed to show you how I don't have I don't have a different saying for this. So when you have your uterus removed, they call that a partial hysterectomy, because it leaves your ovaries and it leaves your cervix. Okay. When they say total hysterectomy, I don't use the word total because I use radical as total and complete. But I guess for this saying, we can say total hysterectomy by leaving the ovaries. So that's how I would define this. Total hysterectomy meaning that they have removed the entire uterus, but also they removed the cervix, but they kept the ovaries intact. So then you have a total hysterectomy, but they left with the ovaries being left intact. A complete hysterectomy is what also they call a radical hysterectomy. This is when they just remove everything and then they just sew up the end of the vaginal walls. Yeah, this is, if you want to know which one is the lesser, they're all evil, they're all bad. But if you had to say which one you're better off with, you're better off with a partial. You know, you need your cervix, you need your uterus too. But if anytime they opted out of all of this is just really, really bad. I don't like it, because what happens is that when they completely get rid of take your uterus, you are now on hormone replacement therapy for the rest of your life. For the rest of some women can stay on hormone replacement therapy for 5-10 years, but because they still have their ovaries, maybe not even that long. I don't know. It just depends. But when you have a complete hysterectomy, you need, in order to prevent overburdening the thyroid, you're going to have to be on either natural HRT or you're going to have to be on medical HRT. Now, I've had a couple of females who've come to me after having a complete hysterectomy, and therefore, in order to prevent their thyroid from from going into hypo status, then put them on natural herbs that are for the hormones. And so that's how that works. I hate this. I don't like it. And I am against them completely. All right, let's see what you all are saying in the chat. The body needs all of its parts to function correctly. Facts. This is true. If all are not present, substitution have to take place. Typically, they are side effects. There's always going to be some side effects to the substitution. I think, when I have the women that come to me, because what you're saying, Some Digital, is completely correct. I think what happens is that when the women come to me and they had their entire uterus just taken out, they just had it, their uterus, their ovaries, their cervix is completely scrapped out. I think this is when you come into some problems that's going to burden other parts of your body. And this is where, I come in, where I'm like, okay, here, this is not going to be the same. You're not going to be the same, but we can work with what we have right now, and to stop any type of side effects happening to your thyroid. Doctor, can you do a stream about why African American women get fibroids more than any other race? I think you touched on that in previous stream, but I am new subscriber. Ooh, I don't even know if I want to touch that anymore. Yeah, I don't think I want to. I have. If you really, really go now, did I take that? Did I remove that video? I did do a video. Wait a minute. I got to go look at my catalog. I got to go look at my catalog to see if I talked about that before many years ago, because I have done lectures about that. Let me just tell you this really quick story. Um, I was paid and flown out somewhere in Texas to a black female holistic convention, and I did a subject just on that alone. And hunty, now I did the video first. That's why I said I gotta see if a part of me thinks I got either privated that video or not. But after I told the truth about the choices that black women make, the lack of accountability that black women take, their issues with their hair, their issues with their body, and then the type of men that they open their legs up to. Girl, them women were not happy with me. And you know what? I'm not going to let you, because you can't handle the truth. I'm not just going to let you come and just talk to me any kind of way. Prove me a liar. Don't get triggered because I told the truth. Okay? If you hear you like these old dusties, you like these pookies and ray rays, you sit up here, you want to have your hair looking like you want to look like a burnt a burnt white woman or a burnt Asian woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you hate your crown. That's not my problem. The truth hurts. And so I was really mad after that, because the Q&A turned real hostile when I'm having black women coming up justifying their lifestyle, their decisions, the choice of partners, choice of husbands, choice of baby daddies, whatever it is, No, it was lack of accountability. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had a small percentage of women that were like, you know what, doc, what you said was right on the money. I saw how I was making that mistake. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. But see, when you have, like, I guess you could say 20% of the audience embrace your message, 10% are indifferent, you know what I'm saying? And then you got 70%. 70% that are coming for your throat, then I'm like, these people are not in the mental, they're not in the, and I guess the reason why I was not too salty is because I got paid. So I wasn't too, but I'm like, hey, I delivered. I told you all the truth. You got mad, but you didn't tell me I was a liar. This is what I'm saying. Like, every time those women came to me angry, I said, what part of what I said was a lie? Crickets and owls. Crickets and owls. It's not that what you said is a lie. It's just that you could have said it in a nice way. And also, you're judging us. Yes, I'm judging you. Yes, I am. I am judging you. Absolutely. And spare me with this, only Jesus can judge you. Only God can judge you. I don't want to hear that. I'm not a Christian. I don't want to hear that. Take some accountability. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, woo, is this, that, the other, deep breathing, this, that, the other. I wish I was a con artist. I keep saying that all the daggone time. I wish I could tell women. Seriously, I wish I was one of these type of people that really didn't give a damn. And I can say, you know what? You can pick any man you want. Yeah. You just have to love that in him. You think I know he's not working, and I know he got a couple other baby mamas, but you're different. What he did to those women, he's not going to do it to you because he's with you, girl. He ain't going to leave you. He ain't going to do nothing to you. Yeah, sure. He gave you some STDs, but see, this is a way of you seeing if you're going to bond together through trials and tribulations. I know you hate your hair, and therefore you put on these wigs and you put all kind of chemicals into your hair that's going to seep into your hair. But understand, see, this is just a test of time. Your crown is how you feel better about yourself. If you sit up here and dyed and laid your head to the side, you're going to feel good, and feeling good is just healthy. I wish I could do that. I wish I could just blow y'all women up with a whole bunch of lies, because I would be a millionaire if I did. But see, here is the deal. Once I start lying to you, once I start telling you what you hear, my powers of a naturopath goes away. Honey, I got some good powers. Like I said, when I left, when people get mad because it was like, y'all gonna think y'all gonna tell me how to do a program, when I have the highest successful rate with all these testimonies of women that have gotten pregnant who was told that they were barren. I have gotten them to get rid of their fibroids, and they was told that they'll never have to get it. They had to get a hysterectomy. Those who were suffering from PMS, I got the highest success rate. I got a long list of women that you can basically contact, and they'll tell you, yep, Dr. Keel is the real deal, as long as you're not thin-skinned. If I ever was to play any of you or any woman, those powers go away. I'm not intuitive anymore. I'm not able to be successful in making you reverse your illness. All of that goes away, because now I'm operating in the lower self. I'm operating in the root area, which is the gutter area, which is strictly all about financial gain. I'm not operating from my crown chakra. I'm not looking through my third eye. I'm looking through my two eyes, all about that money. At that moment, I'm supposed to be right now. I'm at whether you like the way I've delivered my stuff or not, I don't care. But right now, I have everybody who comes to me in their best interest, because I care and I want the best for you, because I like the best for me. And once I start going to that gutter level, everything I've done, everything I know is gone. I think that'll be a good discussion for it. Oh, yes. Quintara. Yes. I can have that you know what? There you go, girl. I sure am. I'll do it for the round table tomorrow. There you go. Yes. Okay. I'll do it for the round table tomorrow. That is an excellent discussion for the round table. I definitely will. Doc, you told the truth. Relaxers, nails, makeup, deodorant, female stress, relationships, all bad for Black women. Yup, but they don't want to hear, honey. They want to continue that. Where is the round table? The round table is my is the paywall that I've had for the last 3 years, Quintara? When did I start that? Did I start it in 20? Yeah. I started this round table real quick. Links to it is in the description box, I think. Yeah, it's in the description box. 3 years ago, when the Kufi started, I was like, I was being punished for telling people how to protect themselves from it. So I got a strike on this channel. Yeah, I started to get, a lot of problems from YouTube. So I took it off of this because I had no choice. I was gonna get permaban. So I went and had started a round table, and it was filled with men and women. Now it's just filled with women, because the men got what they needed and they left. They didn't get COVID. They didn't get sick. None of them had any problems. So after a year, or maybe a year and a half, all the men left because they got what they want. That's normally what men do. Once they get what they want, they gone, right? But the women stayed because most of the women stayed because they wanted to learn more things about their bodies. And so this is where I'm behind a paywall. and I'm in my own room and I'm saying whatever I want to say, and I don't censor myself. So there's that. So that's the roundtable. Anybody interested, you can check the tier B and tier 1. Let me just say this: tier B will get the same information that I talked to in tier A, like I think 3 or 4 weeks later. So that's the difference between tier A and tier B. Tier B, you don't get any direct access to me. You get direct access to my apprentice. But the videos that I provide live in tier A is what will be provided in tier B 2 or 3 weeks later. And so that's how that works. All right. So that's the roundtable. Anybody interested, just click on the link below. Okay, so now let's move on to natural means. Here we go with this. So natural ways of shrinking your fibroids is work. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not going to tell you that it's an easy way. It's not, because it's easier for you to drink Coca-Colas or coffees. It's easier for you to eat hormone-induced chicken. It's easier for you to eat this in eggs. It's easier for you to go the unhealthy route. It's cheaper. It's more convenient. You don't even have to cook it. It can be delivered to you. But eating healthy is the way to go. So you have to start off with your health through eating. So this is one thing about when people make a consultation with me. I cover all of this. I cover what you're supposed to eat, what you're supposed to stay away from, what you're supposed to drink, what you're supposed to avoid, and in addition to the herbs. But I also talk about the exercise. You gotta move. You got to move. You got to move. Okay? I am not saying you got to go out here and do heavy strenuous workout, but I also tell you what type of workouts you can't do and what you can do. Okay, so because you don't want to apply any type of pressure here in the uterus. This is just a no-no. So, but there are lots and lots of exercise that you can do that's not going to inflame the uterus. Inflame the fibroids, thus causing them to grow. And you're not going to be contracting the uterus, preventing them from shrinking. And also water, 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 water. I can say it over and over again. You got to drink your water. You have to do this. This is very important. And so, I gotta fix this. Excuse me. Okay. You got to drink half your body weight in ounces. And I've talked about that. That video is also still on this channel. There's a lot of videos that even though they're old, they're not outdated. They're not outdated. They still apply to this day. So these are things I want you all to remember, is that you gotta like water. You gotta like it because you have to drink it. This is something that you must drink. So if you incorporate this, you're basically halfway there of exercising, of eating the proper foods, but most of all, eliminating the foods that are going to cause your fibroids to grow, that are going to irritate your uterus, that's going to knock out the balance in your hormones. And so that goes the same way. And of course, last but not least, people put herbs first over everything. So they'll say, okay, I'm not going to eat the way I'm supposed to eat. I'm not going to avoid drinking these drinks that cause the fibroids to grow. I'm not going to stay mobile or move. I'm just going to take some herbs. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to take some herbs. That's my thing. I'm going to take yeah, that's not going to work. You just can't take herbs and not do the rest of the work. But here's another thing too. And I want to put this out here too. Another thing that women don't do is that they don't work on their mental state of mind. Okay. They don't work on that. So there are some past trauma, childhood trauma, uh, even some adult trauma that cause you to have fibroids in the first place. Now, when people have a consultation with me, I always talk about this. That's one thing about my consultation and the reason why I have such a high success rate. Not only we deal with your lifestyle, we deal with your emotional state of mind. We deal with your past baggage. And whether you want to do something about it or not, that's up to you, because some women are okay with their baggage. They don't want to let it go. They have a fondness, or they have attachment issues with their baggage. You like it, I love it. That's fine. I'm not going to make you do right by you. You don't want to do right by you. That's fine. That's your decision. I respect free will. Okay. So there's that. So those are the things that make it holistic way of, a holistic way of basically, reversing all the ailments that's in your body completely and going through the road of eliminating fibroids holistically. Okay. What are the, what do you say? What are the what type of exercise can you do with fibroids? You can do brisk walking. You can brisk walk. I don't know why you could jog too, but a lot of women don't like jogging. So, cause some are top heavy and some just are too heavy at all. So I'm like, just brisk walk. All you got to do is for a minimum of 30 minutes. I think you should do it for an hour. Just brisk walking is one of my favorite exercises to do. It's underrated, vastly underrated, but a lot of women want to go out there and do a bunch of running. I'm not against that. Unfortunately, I just think that when you do that type of high intensity cardio, it's going to make you more hungry because you're going after the body is burning off the calories instead of burning off fat. Brisk walking burns off the fat instead of the calories. And so you're not, when you're doing high intensity training like that, then you're getting hungry, and then you're more likely to binge off of stuff you're not supposed to binge off of, or you start eating things that you're not supposed to be eating. And so this is the reason why I will promote brisk walking over jogging or just straight up running. I just won't do it unless you have a high metabolism, or unless you have the discipline to not want to binge because of the fact that you're now burning calories instead of burning fat. Then I don't recommend it. But to each its own. You have to see what's in your best interest. And so there's that. Okay, so here's where we take some questions. And I will, what time is it? Okay, I'll be here for 5 more minutes to answer some questions. I did not mean to go this long. Wow. I did not know it was 3:33. When it comes to healthy eating, and I don't have any healthy and palatable foods within reach, I tend to eat junk. Just like you said, I need to get my mindset right. Absolutely. Eating healthy is harder. Oh God, why is this thing here? Okay, here we go. Sorry. There's a stupid heart in the way and I can't see everything that you're typing. Eating healthy is the hardest thing for me. I'm good for a week or two and then I'll fall out. That's because there's something psychologically going on with you that makes you run towards junk food. Junk food is a comfort food, and there's something going on with you that makes you run to that. And until that's taken care of, you will probably find it very, very extremely difficult to stay disciplined on eating correctly. So there's that. Okay, any more questions before I go? Like I said, the next will just be a video Pretty angry that this has been t- like divided in two parts, but it is what it is, I guess. It is. So anyway, I'm probably gonna no, I'm gonna keep the thumbnail. I'm gonna keep the thumbnail as is. So there's that. All right, beloved. So okay. I'm glad you all came. I'll do another live stream either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not gonna tell the time this time because like I said earlier this week I'm gonna do it yesterday morning. That did not happen, obviously. But I'm here now, and so yeah, we're gonna keep this up. But the next video will not necessarily be about uterine fibroids. It will more likely be about something else that's health related. So now thank you, Simp Digital. We're going to keep everything we're going to keep everything consistent. So far so good. What would you say is the next best step we take to possibly get started with you? There is let's see, all you got to do is go to Celestial Healing. Hold on, let me give you guys the website, because if you want to schedule a phone consultation or webcam, I'm not even seeing people in person. Hold on a second. I'm not even seeing people in person. I'm only taking phone consultations and webcam consultation. So, okay. So, and like I said, the website is being totally revamped. And then the prices have changed too. Oh yeah, I don't know if you all saw that in the last video, but I said once me and Mark have made a decision. Oh, click on that link and then you'll see where it says contact customer service. And then just go to just take that because that's how you get rid of spammers. Just take that out and just just email services at celestialhealing.net and Michelle will help you out. Or you can contact Tina at general@celestialhealing.net. So anyway, once the website is completely revamped, the prices are increased by, I think, 40%. So I'm letting you guys all know now that the prices out right now are underwhelming. They're under the going rate, but the website is not up to date. So once the website, and right now we're halfway done with the website, and so once that's completely revamped and uploaded, then guess what? The prices will also reflect that as well. Okay. Alrighty, I think that's it. Like I said, if you want to make an appointment, you can do so now. I'm accepting phone consultations and web consultations, and you can just click on the link above. So ladies, I will see you on the next video, and I will see you on the next live stream that I will do more likely this weekend. So until then, you all have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you then. And those of you who are part of my roundtable, I will see you this Tuesday. Peace and blessings.